Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. This is your future GregTech, just another potato, and welcome to another episode of Cosmic Frontiers. And today we will enter into Envy. Now, as you can see, everything looks a bit different. That's because I updated the pack. Now it's on the last version. It's not that the quest itself has changed. Everything it's almost the same. One of the main differences is that they added this general progression tab here to follow especially the circuits progression and all of the coils things. And they also make it so you cannot see what's ahead of us. So yeah, now we are kind of blind on what the future expects us. And as you can see, there is also new shaders. This shader, I think it was made especially for this pack or something like that. It is called Cosmic Bliss. I don't know if I like it or not. I mean, I like it. It is kind of creepy and stuff. But I don't know, comparing this to Complementary Reimagine, that is the one that I was using, I think I like this one more, especially because of the shadows. On using the Cosmic Bliss, I think the shadows are a bit overworked. So yeah, I'm just going to keep playing with these shadows here. And as you can see, there has been also a change on the mod that it is used for combat. Now, I think the mod in the last version was called Better Combat or something like that. This mod here that it is right now active is Epic Combat or something like that. So basically we have like a more Souls-like kind of set of movements. You can see. Let me grab the site. It's a bit more Souls-like, and we can actually kind of do a, how do you call this? A dash, something like that. We can also wall jump. Very cool, very cool. And we can change between this and the regular Minecraft combat style. Personally, I think I like best the previous one. But also this one, it also has a kind of special attacks depending on the weapon you are carrying. So I don't know, all of this mod and the previous mod used for combat kind of has its special things. And I think this mod that adds this kind of special movements is cool. This one, I just saw this book, so maybe it's this mod and I am getting confused. But yeah, it's very cool. But anyway, in the previous episode, we did enter into Ars Nouveau a bit. We made this Drigme farm here. And oh, look at this epic fight skill books. So yeah, we have we've done a small mob farm. We've also made this a small source generator using both the mycelial and agronomic source links. And using wood sprigs, we've been also getting some new crops and flowers. Especially what just happened there. Anyway, yeah, everything is just new to me. So yeah, we've also made a small wood sprig setup. Off camera, I've also added these small book brims here and made a storage lectern, so we can have a very basic, how to say it, a basic storage, a basic ME system, a very rudimental storage ME system. Hello, my friend, how are you doing? And in this episode, we are ready to enter into Envy. Now, my plan is not to upgrade all of our machines, at least not yet. all of the benders, wire mills, and depolarizer, they are just fine at the level we have it at low voltage. But there are some new machines that are going to be very useful once we enter into MV. So let's come here and let's do our first MV machine casings. That's a quest. And with this, let's do our first 5 MV machine holes. Well, 1. Let's do 5. Onto MV. Voltage up. Nice. Oh, we get a golden part shirt and a water bucket. Why? I don't know. By combining my psionic mastery and technological prowess, I now have full strength capable of supporting higher voltage. It's time to move forwards with my plans. So in the last episode, I said that this episode I wanted to get the circuit assembler. I'm going to change plans. I'm not going to get the basic circuit assembler in this episode. Especially because I think all of this process with the chips and getting the basic integrated circuits and the good integrated circuits to get the advanced integrated circuits, to getting the better LV, to get the better MV, to get our first HV circuits, is going to take a bit of a while. So what we are going to do in this episode is get our first set of Kanthal coils to upgrade our EBF, and also get liquid polyethylene. We are going to do both of them. However, in order to get into MV and start doing all of the polyethylene and the Kanthal coil blocks, we do need to produce some MV energy. So let's grab an 8S battery buffer. Our first 7 MV electric motors from these almost 5. With this we get our first 5 electric pistons. And with this we can get our first 2 advanced combustion generators. This is getting crazy. Our first 2 advanced combustion generators. And the extruder. Now the extruder is a quest. Some of the machine's LV counterparts were too weak to provide functionality in MV. That has changed. Check them out. And remember, every tier a machine is above a receipt, it will double the speed of the receipt. That is always good to know. And now we get our first extruder. So let's start setting up a bit of MV infrastructure. In order to start with generating electricity, we are going to be using combustion generators. Some episode ago, we've done this ethanol line. And actually this has been paused for a while because we don't have anywhere else to use ethanol and to store ethanol. This ethanol, we're going to use it in the future to make source diesel, but for now we can directly burn this into energy using the combustion generator. And I've already backed up a lot of ethanol right now, so don't worry about that. We have a large backup of ethanol. That means that now we can connect these 2 pipes here. And this should start producing some energy, some MV energy. Now we can put a medium voltage battery buffer in here. Let's grab some medium sodium batteries. And we are getting MV energy. Nice. Now the first machine that we are going to be using is the extruder. Basically, we can do a lot of things like rotors, gears, in a cheaper way. Let's grab, for example, aluminum gear. If we use the crafting table recipe, we will have to use 6 ingots of aluminum, 2 for rods and 4 for the plates. However, if we use the extruder, we only have to use 4 ingots instead of 6. Of course, we couldn't do this on the LV because most of the extruder receipts are from MV onwards. So that's why we had to wait until we get into MV, which is what we have right now here. And with this, we can finally start getting some stuff done. Now, in order to make both Kanthal and polyethylene, we will need a lot of machines. And I think these 6 machines here will help us to do all of the process. Maybe we need to do more. I hope not. Because I think we are going to be short on copper cables. It's too much. Before crafting them, we will need a lot of motors. 20 to be exact. 20 motors. With this we can do 4 MV conveyor belts. I did forgot to do the small gears. We need 3 of them. Oh, that extruder is so good to have it. It is so good to have it. With this we can do 3 electric pistons. With those pistons and some good electronic circuits, we can do 2 robot arms. Then we can also do 3 electric pumps. And I think we are ready to craft everything. So we need 1 mixer. We need 1 chemical reactor. Where are my motors? Did I undercraft motors? I think I am missing motors. Now with those motors, we can do our chemical dehydrator. We can do a chemical bath. We can also do an advanced lathe. I don't know why we need one. And we can also do a missing 1 copper cable. No way. I am also running out of copper. Everything is a disaster. Everything is a disaster. But with this we can do an advanced assembler. That is the upgraded version of this one. Now let's come here and let's put all of the machines here. Nice! Our first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 MV machines. Very nice, very nice. I'm really liking this. Especially our, where is it? Here, our advanced assembler. Very nice, very nice. But with this, we can start doing both the Kanthal and the polyethylene. So let's start with our first chemical reactions, our first actual chemical reactions. Before entering with all of the things that we are going to be doing, I'm not going to yet kind of make it passive or automatically craft both the polyethylene and the Kanthal. I'm just going to batch craft them for now. Especially because this is not going to be the room for MV. MV, we are going to be here for a long time, I suppose. Well, not really. It is more of Botania. Or maybe this is going to be our room for MV, I don't know. But one of the things that I also need a room for our source diesel production. So yes, we are going to need to move things around. But yeah, it's something that I'll see myself and I'll think between episodes. But yeah, this is not going to be the final setup for MV. Botania, we will also have to build a machine. So yeah, we need some space. So we are going to start by creating some chromite. I'm a bit sick right now. So sorry if my voice is a bit different. But before doing Kanthal and other kind of materials that we will be needing, one of them being vanadium steel ingots, we need to craft some chromite. And chromite we can get from processing ruby. But ruby it's an undergarden material, so it's not something that we have right now. We can also get it from processing chromite, but it is only a macerator recipe, so we need an HB macerator in order to get chromium from chromite. This is a kind of chemical reaction that we should do automatically. But as you can see, our MV infrastructure is not the best. And I am only producing 2 amps of MV right now. So yeah, it's not something that we can automatize just yet. After we get the proper setup for MV and onwards, we will make all of this process automatically. But before doing the reaction itself, there are a couple of things that we need to craft that are required for the reaction. The first one will be sulfuric acid. which we can get from oxygen and hydrogen sulfide, or from water and sulfur trioxide, which we can get from oxygen and sulfur dioxide, which we can get from which we can get from combining sulfur with oxygen gas. And with that we get all of the sulfuric acid that we will be needing. Now the next thing that we will be needing a lot is soda ash. We need soda ash in order to get sodium carbonate solution, which is used for making the sodium chromate solution. It's a lot. We need a lot of soda ash. The good thing is that in 2 steps in all of the process, we can get some soda ash back. So we need 4 packets of this. In total, we need 24 soda ash per each 4 chromium that we will be crafting. We can get 6 back in this step right here. This 7 sodium sulfide. We can put it on the chemical reactor together with some carbon dust to get sodium sulfide dust and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is also used on the process of making soda ash. And that sodium sulfide together with some quicklime, we can turn it into soda ash dust. The next step is when crafting chromium itself. This chromium will get us soda ash dust directly, which we can use back for crafting the sodium carbonate solution. So yeah, in general, I think we get the whole soda ash back. So let's just craft a bunch of it. Because we are batch crafting and we are not doing all of the recycle process and stuff like that. Soda ash we can also craft on the electric blast furnace by combining calcite with some salt. And after 6 seconds, we should be getting some soda ash. There is it. And also some calcium chloride dust. And with all of this, we should be able to start all of the chromium process. Let's pray I'm not missing anything. So everything starts in this mixer. We can throw some water in here. And if we combine water with soda ash, we should get sodium carbonate solution, which gets output into this advanced chemical reactor. Now this sodium carbonate solution, I'm missing oxygen. A lot of oxygen, actually. So what we will do is use mica to get some oxygen. So let's grab all of this. Here I have this small in-case fan setup to burn stuff very quick. Let's just throw all the mica there. And we get a lot of mica dust. And the mica dust we should be able to... we should be able to just electrolyze this. And after 20 seconds, we should be getting 10 buckets of oxygen gas. That's a lot. As well as some aluminum and silicon and fluorine gas. So with 40 buckets should be enough, I think. Or maybe not. At the end, there are various steps in which we can also recycle some oxygen. For example, when doing sodium chromate solution, we also get carbon dioxide, which we can electrolyze in an LV electrolyzer to get oxygen back and also some carbon dust. So yeah, it's not the end of the world. Now here, if we put some chromite and oxygen, after 6 seconds, we should be getting sodium chromate solution, which is going here, and some carbon dioxide. We are not interested in the carbon dioxide, so we can just put it here. Instead, what we can do is replace this with sulfuric acid. And with this, after 10 seconds, we should be getting sodium dichromate solution in here, in this chemical dehydrator. And of course, we also get some magnetite, which we can also recycle this into more oxygen. Now, if we grab some carbon and we combine this with the sodium dichromate solution, after 10 seconds, we should be getting soda ash, chromium 3 oxide dust, and carbon monoxide, completing all of the chromium process. Now this chromium 3, we have to put it into a blast furnace together with some aluminum in order to get the chromium out of it, and some alumina.
which alumina with together with some carbon dust we can get aluminum and carbon dioxide. And as you could have noticed, a lot of these steps, they also output stuff that can be recycled and reused. So for example, we get a lot of magnetite, which we can also be used for electrolyzing for oxygen. We get sodium sulfate, which we can use to get sodium sulfide dust and some carbon monoxide, which we can use to get both more soda ash back and also electrolyze the rest of carbon dioxide to get oxygen and carbon dust, which the carbon dust we can use it to get the chromium 5 and so on. So there are a lot of steps that we can basically just recycle. And that's why we should be able to automatize all of this process. But we are not going to do it now because we don't have the infrastructure to do it. You only have 2 amps of MB and this is a small space to work with. So it is not something that we are going to be doing right now. But yes, I'll just be batch crafting a lot of this chromium 3 oxide. We can grab some aluminum dust and start cooking some chromium. Of course, we have to make sure that there is no circuit number. Because if not, we will be making aluminum. Well, after this cooks, we should be able to be crafting chromium and some alumina. And that's our first pieces of chromium. No, there's no quest because we need to grab this stuff here. So yeah, I'll just be batch crafting some chromium. And we will be back for crafting Kanthal. Now the last pieces of chromium should have ended burning, and we have a lot of alumina. Sorry, not burning, cooking. And we have 2 stacks of chromium. This should be enough to make 1 set of Kanthal coils. So for Kanthal, we need to combine all of this in an advanced mixer. And after 15 seconds, a lot, we should be getting 3 pieces of Kanthal. Now if we put the Kanthal here on circuit number 2, why is this not working? Oh, this is HV. Okay, so we do need to upgrade our our EBF. I wasn't expecting that. And we need the chips. And we need the wafers for that. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I thought the Kanthal was an MV receipt, not HV. That means that this is the end of the episode. I was also planning to do polyethylene, but yes, I am a bit sick right now. I cannot think straight, and I thought the Kanthal was an MV receipt, not HV. So yeah, for the next episode, I'll have the EBF up to HV and a bit more upgraded. So I'll also most likely, if not build another one of these, kind of divide the power between this and this here. But most likely I'll have to build a second steam machine case, a second of these large bronze boilers, so we can get the 4 full lamps for this EBF here that we need to overclock up to HV. So yeah, I'll do that off camera while I am recovering, and I hope I recover fast. I miss to breathe normally. But anyway, if you're still here, thank you for watching, and as always, I hope you have a better day, because it can always be better, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye!